now come back to the international level. For me, it's really a great thing that I can announce the next project, because it's a project that I've been working on in my life before Wired. And the next speaker is a former colleague of mine. Phil, would you please come up on stage?
Hi.
Phil is now introducing a project called Startupnight. Startupnight is an international exchange program for startups who want to go abroad. So maybe a couple of questions on that before you start introducing the details. Sure. Startupnight right now has a couple of cities involved in the alliance. Are you planning to expand the whole thing?
So yeah, it is true. The Startupnight started with only a few select cities that were in the network. There's a couple of reasons for that. One of them is that we have to be able to handle all the partners. You know, we are also not a huge team, so of course that is our main focus, to deliver a good service with the Startupnight. So we kept it rather small. But I have a big announcement actually, now that you ask. In 2018, we're going to open up the Startupnight, and we're going to make it as an open platform for every city in the world out there who want to partake. So it will be a truly global, international exchange program for startups who want to enter new markets.
Okay, cool. That's huge plans. And if a startup applies for the alliance and they go abroad, what kind of package would they receive then?
So usually the main basis of our program is that we make the connections. We make the connections for the startups in the new markets. So they get mentoring, they get free co-working space in every city that has partnered with us. For startups that are coming to Berlin also, we provide a couple of services more, because we like Berlin, we like them to come here.
And it's the coolest city, by the way.
It is. So for example, they get a Airbnb accommodation voucher and stuff like this. And they get basically a 2-week program where they get all the knowledge they have to know to do business out of Berlin and to do business in Europe through and via Berlin.
Okay, so Berlin is the launch pad to go to further.
Yes, of course. We are driving the Startupnight. We have founded the Startupnight, so it's run out of Berlin, and of course that's why we love doing it in Berlin. Yeah.
Understandable. Okay, so but now we're not talking about Berlin, but about NYC, because the pitch today will give startups the opportunity to stay in New York, and they receive quite a nice package as well, I assume.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, do you need some more time with the? I think it's okay. So maybe Phil can start introducing the program while you guys are working on the laptop.
Okay.
You need a few more minutes? Is that okay?
You ready? You're set up?
Almost. Looks like. I will leave you on stage.
All right. Thank you, Claudia. Always nice to meet a former colleague. Thanks. Okay. How are you doing? You doing good? You having fun? Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay. Hello, boys and girls, and everyone else. I'm Phil. I'm from Berlin Partner, and I'm the co-founder of the Startupnight. The other founder you will meet shortly. Well, the Startupnight is an international startup network consisting of New York, London, Paris, Berlin, Tel Aviv, and Shanghai. LA will follow up in October, and as I said before, we're going to open up next year. It has 3 target groups. We are working with cities, we are helping startups, and we are helping corporates. So for cities, the reason to partake is that every city has an innovation strategy. Every city wants to help their startups to internationalize, and we're actually doing that for them. So we're helping startups from Tel Aviv, from Paris, enter new markets fast. Michael Müller, the mayor of Berlin, he's the patron of the Startupnight. He loves the program, and yeah, he supports us all the way. So those are the cities, but let's talk about startups, since I guess you are all startups and you're founders, and you want to know what you can get out of this. Well, if you want to reach high, you got to aim high, and we support you while doing that. If you're coming to Berlin, what you get as a startup from our partner cities is you get free co-working space for the duration of our programs, which are typically like 2 weeks long. You get free housing during the time you're here. You get matchmaking, you get coaching, mentoring, business development trainings, pitch trainings, everything like this. For example, we had an inbound batch in last December, but right now, actually, we started an inbound batch that started yesterday. So we have 15 startups from all around the world here at Startupnight, actually, and they are exhibitors and they are getting the best out of Berlin. If you're based in Berlin and you want to enter new markets, of course, you get support too. You, again, get free co-working space for up to 3 months in co-working spaces in our partner cities. So you even get exhibition space at local trade fairs, matchmaking, and many more services. One success session actually that we did is our TAP conference last year. We went to New York. We went with 20 Berlin-based startups, and we hooked them up there with the awesome New York City investor network, with the awesome network of entrepreneurs in that city. And of course, they got the most out of it, and they made meaningful connections and entered the market. So last year's edition, 2016, I listed some participants. And this year's edition, 2017 edition of TAP Conference and Start Alliance New York, starts in October 9 to 13th. And that's actually the price of the following pitch. So we have 5 startups who are pitching tonight, and they will pitch for a couple of minutes. And one of those, it will be a jury vote, one of those startups will win a free trip, all expenses paid, to New York with us and get to know New York for 1 week. That's a pretty cool prize, and I'm really excited to see who is the winner. So, and lastly, our last group we work is corporates, and there's actually 3 phases of corporate innovation and corporate involvement with startups. So corporates learn with startups, from startups, they partner with startups, and in the end, they own them. And we support, through scouting trips, the first 2 phases. So again, to recap, what is it? It is an international startup network for startups from Berlin, Paris, London, Tel Aviv, Shanghai, New York, and Los Angeles, and starting in January from many more cities. We work also for cities and for corporates, and how do you join and how do you get to know more about it? Startalliance.berlin is our web address. Feel free to go there and learn everything about it. But now, let us go to the pitch. We have a great jury, and I now want to introduce you to the jury. So we'll start with Dan Frotz. Dan Frotz is the economic counselor at US Embassy in Berlin. Dan, please stand up. You're here in the front row. The jury will watch the pitches from there because they can see better, and in the end they will come here and make the decision. We have Joachim Köhler, head of ComUp Commerzbank and CEO of Open Space. We have Andrea Hötzelt, project director of Cleantech Innovation Center. We have Masoud Kamali, partner at Westec Ventures, and many more enterprises. Masoud, great to have you here. And we have Christian Herzog, co-founder of Start Alliance and head of division Digital Economy at Berlin Partner. Great to have you here. Thank you very much. So, the rules of the pitching are as follows. We will see 5 startups, right? And these startups will pitch for 3 minutes. They have 3 minutes to pitch. And we will have just 1 winner, okay? Pretty clear rules. The jury will decide after that. Are you ready? I didn't hear you. Are you ready? Come on, clap your hands if you're ready. Okay. Then I say, let's pitch. We'll invite the first startup of the night on stage. Please welcome Boreal Light. So here's your mic, and here's your clicker, and your 3 minutes. They start. Oh, they started already. Stop the timer.
It's already started.
Stop the timer. Come on.
Good.
Your 3 minutes start
So hello.
now.
Yeah. Good evening. This is from Boreal Light. What Boreal Light does, we are Berlin-based startups. What we've done is we've designed from scratch an affordable solar water desalination system. What the solar water desalination system is to desalinate direct seawater to drinking water at a low cost. Because if it's not at a low cost, then the technology is already in the market. So what we've done is to design it in a way that be locally available for low-income communities. By the way, this one is not working. Sorry, this one is not working. No. So you can stop the timer. But so what we've done is.
So he clicks whenever you say, okay?
Okay. So what we've done is we designed a desalination system that we modified the already proven technologies. Look, in Africa, East Africa is our main market. You can already click. Usually, many companies, when the high-tech companies from Europe, from America, comes to Africa, what they do is, just imagine an instance. A village has a problem of transportation. They try to solve the problem of transportation by bringing a Lamborghini to a village. This is not a solution. A village needs a Toyota. We thought this way. Could you go to the slide? Okay, so probably I should continue until this problem is solved. The system that I want to show you, this system has a very low running cost, and also the water production, the water production cost of the system is as low as possible. To give you an idea what the low cost of the water is, producing 1,000 liters of water from direct seawater from our system costs just 55 euro cent. 1,000 liters for 55 euro cent. To know how cheap is that, the purchase cost of 1,000 liters of water in Kenya, in rural area, is 40 euro per 1,000 liters. Or production cost is 55 euro cent. Imagine. Then when we designed this model, when we designed it from scratch, we thought that, okay, although it's affordable, but those people, those low-income people, they cannot purchase it. So we changed the business model. We are selling water. Instead of selling a machine, we are selling water at a low cost. In this kiosk is a 12 square meter kiosk. We do have a desalination system of 5,000 liters of water per day. So we are selling water. We are selling electricity, DC, charging low current DC. Also, we are selling medicine because we have a refrigerator there running by solar. We can store medicine for those low-income people at the very far away places of villages of Kenya. I believe I have a few more seconds because of this problem. So we already got partner with a local startup to bring tailored number and type of medicine to our booth and use it as a small pharmacy. And also we are, as I said, we are storing water, we are delivering water when it's needed. So it's not just directly coming from a machine. We store it in clean canisters. The operator cleans it and the operator delivers the canisters. What the social benefit the kiosk has, you can imagine. So the selling water is 0.017 per liter euro compared to the common price that people are paying to 0.51 euro. Every kiosk produces 2 permanent jobs, 2 additional value jobs. These are the local people that we train, and those are the people who run the machine. And serving every kiosk is serving 5,000 people. For us, it's good to be in New York because South America, Central America is one of our greatest market, greatest potential that we've already received delegation from there, and we hope we can have a chance to be there and to know more the links and contacts, because Africa is very much connected to Europe and South America is very much connected to the US. So we try to also know them to be better available locally. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sorry for the technical troubles. Again, technical troubles. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, but I think we solved it now, right? So we'll do our best. Andre? So sorry. So, okay, let's get the next startup here on stage. It's gonna be Exit VR. Please come on stage. I'm gonna prepare you with a microphone. Yes, put your hands together.
Hello.
And are we ready?
Hello, my name is Sven from Exit VR, and today I want to talk with you about location-based entertainment.
And your 3 minutes start now.
And this is the end of my slices, so I go back to the beginning. So we have the cinema. The cinema is a really big market, we all know it. I looked up the numbers, it says 150,000 cinemas worldwide. I think it's much more than that. There are so many small cinemas that doesn't count, and it's a big, big market. And everybody knows nowadays cinema can also be like this. You have Netflix, you have your screen at home. So we need other ways to entertain us out of the home office. And one of the things that comes in the past is escape games. Maybe you heard about it. This are a little bit games where you're locked up in a room and you have 1 hour left to leave this room. And the people love it. The people love to go outside, to play, to have fun, and they pay a lot of money for it. They pay up to 50 euros or dollars for 1 hour to have such an experience. But look at the numbers. So in 2006, 10 years ago, escape rooms didn't exist at all. There was no market. And now, 10 years later, we have a market of around 700 million revenue and more than 3,500 companies worldwide. For example, in Moscow, you have around 1,000 escape game rooms where you can play. So it's a really, really big market. So what we do, we bring this kinds of entertainment to a new step. We bring this into virtual reality. The thing is, if you have a normal escape room, you can't expand it to another city because you have to build it by yourself. But now we have it in virtual reality, digital, so we can expand it. So we opened this game here in Berlin at Alexanderplatz. You can go there, you can play there, you can have fun with your friends. It's a 3-player multiplayer game. We have 6 places to play, and you can explore in 1 hour a big adventure trip, which is comes to our business model. We opened in May this year, and in August we have the sales of the tickets of 82%. So the people really love it, and they really want to play the next game, which brings us to our thing. We can franchise. We have a franchise and licensing model. So we want to bring this kinds of experience to all over the world. So I went to China last month to talk with some companies. We talked with a lot of companies in Europe about it, and now we want to go to the US. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. So, and to continue, that was Exit VR, and we'll just continue with our next participant here, Ritu. Please come on stage, and ladies and gentlemen, put your Händchen together for Ritu. There's your mic. There is your clicker. We have switched to the presentation, real short. And please, the first slide. First slide, please. Okay, and your 3 minutes starts now.
Hi, I'm Jenny, and I am here to introduce to you Ritu's solution for connected mobility. Right now, there are a couple of roadblocks to ultimate connectivity that the mobility sector is facing. One is the exclusionary choice between operating system when developing a connected strategy, and another is the disjunction between device life cycles. So it takes 7 years to get a car on the road, and that time span is much, much shorter for other connected devices like mobile phones. The incompatibilities that causes are solved by Ritu. We are a cloud browsing software that connects all your devices in one ecosystem. So that means you can share content and apps by drag and drop across incompatible hardware and operating systems. So for the mobility sector, what that means is any device can be seamlessly integrated into a user's existing digital ecosystem. You can control the data flow, upgrade software easily over the air, and enable sync across previously incompatible devices. This is how the software works. With an end-to-end security layer, only transient data is stored on the device itself. So that means that each session is a secure session for the user, no matter what device you happen to be using. We operate on a very simple white label revenue model with one simple licensing fee per device. And we have a very scalable business. So because the transient data is stored on the device, that means that the user can seamlessly switch between any device that they happen to want to use. So for the mobility sector, we offer an easy solution not only for automotive OEMs, the car manufacturers themselves, but also connected services like car sharing services, onboard entertainment for trains and planes. For carriers who are looking for an easy pathway into the car, what we offer is easy connectability with no hardware incompatibility. And we are looking to garner the strength of our B2B connections to ultimately move into the B2C market and the connected home. We are an award-winning supplier for VW and Daimler, also the aviation sector, and we are expanding into the North American and the Chinese markets. We are currently looking to raise a Series A investment round, and our international team is based in Berlin. Our developers come to us from the marine security industry, so security is a major theme for us, and of course for our end users. We offer functionality as a service because no one's life these days is limited to only one device. So with Ritu, you have 100% connectivity and 100% mobility. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow, 10 seconds to spare. What can I say? Perfect. Thank you very much. All right. So, and now we'll come to the penultimate pitch here, and that will be a special pitch because I'd say it's not a human pitch. But again, please welcome GESTALT Robotics. And here, put your hands together, please. And here's your clicker, and here's your mic, and we are going to prepare the slides.
Hello, human friends. I am the ambassador of GESTALT Robotics, a robotics innovation hub based in Berlin. We have the mission to be Europe's leading robot intelligence company for service and industrial robotics. Our hub capabilities include corporate partnerships, co-creation, joint ventures as well as venture building. Currently, we have some interesting venture prototypes we are presenting here. First, augmented reality simulation. Second, robotics as a service and reselling. Last but not least, AI technology for perception. We look for you as partners and investors, making me and my robotic colleagues smarter. The trip to New York would be a great opportunity for my human colleagues, since a lot of robotic companies and leading universities are based in that area. They could find new allies for enhancing the abilities of my kind. Meet my human colleagues and discuss our ideas. Bye-bye.
So we are doing robotics and we are doing innovation, and this is only possible if you do it global and if you go there where the trends are coming from. So would be a pleasure to us and a great opportunity if you let us go to New York and build up a network there and get a footprint for a German robotics innovation hub on the American market. Thank you.
And what can I say? Robots are so efficient in pitching. Who would have known? Okay. So, and we have the last pitch for tonight. So please welcome on stage Dirror. So here is your microphone, and here is your clicker, and your 3 minutes start. Are you ready? Andre? Andre, are you ready? Come on. Okay. Does it work? Could you click if it works?
Yeah.
Okay, it works. Okay, so your
Okay.
3 minutes start now.
So, good evening, guys. I'm Daniel from Berlin. I'm CEO of Dirror, Digital Miro. So we created the first digital device of a new era. We want to earn our money because of return of those millions and billions of monies which we are spending every day through the internet. And I think the journey just had begun. So our mission is that we create a device which we will earn 5% of every revenue, which we will be used by shopping and so on through this device. And that's because we invented a digital Miro, which is at the same time a computer, which you can touch and which is 20 times bigger. So you see everything much larger in a real scale, and it's so simple. So here you see compared to a normal smartphone. So it's on the wall, it's very nice, it's handmade, it's made by wood, it smells, yeah, it's not plastic. You can touch it. If you don't use it, it's a mirror. You have maybe some information, weather data, and it's working. It's based on Windows. We are cooperating with a lot of known companies like Spotify, so it gets a very nice jukebox. And the funny thing is, you can use it together. So it's a first share device. Every device in your household matches into Dirror. So you can use it sometimes a day, several times. You can use several apps next to each other, and you can use it together. So digitalization becomes a family thing, a household thing. You can organize smart home, going shopping together. And it's the interface of our future, of IoT, of every business model we here in the Startupnight invented. We have big customers, Microsoft, or partners, sorry, but also some very nice customers, a lot of press. Here you see some, I think, quite good impressions about our customers. They love their product. I can tell you, we are 16 people working this, and we hope to go to New York because we think that America needs this. I think this will happen, that everyone will have an interface, a big one, where the internet is in this scale, where you can see yourself. And Americans love technique. They love things which are beautiful, like Apple. And I think that we, from Berlin, Dirror, can do this journey the other round from Europe to America. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'll take the mic. And now, please, the jury, come on stage. You will now have a 2-minute private discussion on stage where you have to decide on who is gonna win the ticket to the US. Real quick, Masoud, was it a hard decision?
No.
Yes.
Was it a hard decision again?
Seems so, yeah.
Have you picked a winner?
Yes.
Is it the right one?
I hope so. I'm sure.
You're sure. And you are going to say who is the winner.
I like them all. Actually, you'll have to ask your...
Okay, so who will announce it? Who will announce it? Okay, so you will announce the winner.
And the winner for us is Ritu.
Ritu, please come on stage. You are the winner of the pitch. Awesome, congratulations. So you have won the trip to New York with us. You will get the 1-week full program, connection to the ecosystem there. We will pay all your expenses. It will be a glorious time. You're now an official member of Start Alliance Berlin. Ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Thank you to the jury and to everyone. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.